We thank EHEDG for giving this wonderful opportunity to share our one of the best practices on hygienic design improvement.
If the food industry really wants to further advance food safety, food quality, productivity and sustainability of food processing, then food safety experts from all levels and areas of the food supply chain have to be willing to share their experiences, their best practices and their lessons learned. And that's why I'm particularly excited and happy to announce the first EHEDG Connects webinars of a series that aims to connect food safety experts from all over the world and from all areas of the food industry with the rest of the EHEDG global community. And I'm also very excited to announce that our first speaker is Mr. Subramani, a corporate Q&A manager of Hindustan Coca-Cola Beverages Limited and the team leader of the bottling investment group of the Coca-Cola Company. Mr. Subramani, so good to have you here, and thank you for your willingness to make this first webinar with us. Now, I'm sure that all the viewers will be as excited as we are about this first webinar after they've seen this video. But first, let me start by asking you to give us a little insight in what a corporate QA manager at Coca-Cola does in your part of the world.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It's my immense pleasure to introduce myself, Subramani. I'm currently working with Hindustan Coca-Cola, which is BIG India team. I'm working here as a corporate QA manager, driving food safety, quality, as well as sustainability of 10 manufacturing factories in southern part of India. I've been associated with hygienic engineering more than a decade. When former EHEDG president, Mr. Nuth Lawrenson, visited India in the early 2009, he has given a very good presentation about EHEDG and the importance of hygienic engineering. I'm driving the hygienic engineering improvement across India in all the greenfield projects as well as existing expansion projects.
Now, in your webinar, you are going to present a CIP time variation reduction project that you developed and implemented in your region, and you refer to 3 facets of sustainability. Can you explain?
So I'd be happy to present a case study on CIP time variation reduction project, which is a truly sustainability project in all the 3 facets of sustainability: social sustainability, environment sustainability, as well as economic sustainability.
And now that you mention economic sustainability, you are referring to the significant productivity benefits of your hygienic design project. Can you please elaborate on that as well?
In fact, I shall be talking about how to achieve CIP at an optimal cost with complying to all the food safety requirements. In fact, it is the learnings which we had from various international standards, including EHEDG.
Okay, before we continue, let's get down to business. What were the factual results of your CIP time variation reduction project?
Through the knowledge of hygienic design and adopting the best of best automation practices, we have optimized the CIP time from 50 to 55 minutes to close to 30 minutes. And also the water consumption from 4,000 to 5,000 liters to close to 1,500 to 2,000 liters, keeping all the food safety requirements duly complied. This particular project also helped to improve productivity of our juice lines to a level of 2 to 6%. It has also helped improving the water usage ratio of the factories. After the initial success, now this project is replicated in 7 bottling plants across India.
Well, that's great news for Coca-Cola and a great achievement of your team indeed. So congratulations for that. But with regard to the webinar, to what extent would you say are the webinar attendees able to replicate the results that you realized? In other words, how can they apply the lessons learned?
This particular project is replicable in all the dairy companies, all the dairy plants, fruit pulp manufacturing plants, nutrition food manufacturing plants, as well as beverages plants. The best out of this project shall be optimizing the natural resource as well as improving the system line efficiency is one of the key that every food manufacturing companies can carry from this.
Well, the EHEDG Connect webinar will consist of a presentation done by you, of course, and a Q&A session afterwards. What kind of questions do you expect to be asked to answer after your presentation in this webinar?
Some of the questions could be, what are all the learnings? What are all the challenges this project, we have come across? Some of the questions could be how the hand holding of a SME role on this particular project for an effective implementation, and how are we sustaining the project? How are we monitoring the best outcome of the project? Also, the digitization possibility of the project. In fact, we have digitized in one of the plant the CIP, consumptions of water, electricity, and the pasteurizer operation. So what next in the industry 4.0? I believe this kind of projects shall able to add value to each and every food companies who are doing heat treatment as well as clean in place activities.
Now, a nice detail maybe also to mention here is that your project has won quite some sustainability awards in the past, right?
Indeed, it's our pleasure to share our first project at Chennai has received Aditya Birla Sustainability Award first prize, as well as the Coca-Cola South Asia Supply Chain Award also it has received. And also the Chennai success, we also implemented this project in our Bangalore plant. Our Bridhi plant also has achieved the Sustainability Award for the various initiatives which was driving the 3 facets of sustainability: social, environment, as well as economic facets.
Well, thank you for sharing. And of course, when you share information, it's always also very important to give credits where credits are due. And I think you have some partners to mention here that helped you to accomplish this task, right?
The equipment suppliers like Tetra Pak, Gia, and Krones are helping us in driving this continuous improvement on the clean in place optimization. Also, the system integrators like IC Pro Solutions, they are also helping us to drive program upgradations of the CIP systems. In fact, as a team, the corporate QA team, plant QA, plant manufacturing, and equipment suppliers, we work together to drive this improvement journey.
Thank you, Mr. Subramani, for sharing your best practices and lessons learned in the upcoming webinar.
So I'm happy to share this. I'm eagerly looking forward each one of you during the webinar.
And dear viewer, if you're still watching this video, then I guess you're also interested in attending this webinar, and I would like to advise you to register quickly since this is a pilot episode, the first webinar, so there's a maximum number of attendees allowed. Thank you very much, good luck, and see you next time.